October last spring, kind of retrospectively about October. And I kind of just sat down with my uke, and I had like the kind of the refrain, "I'm here to know," that had come up first. And it was just something that came forth very naturally because it was speaking from very personal experience after a long period of writer's block, and it kind of just very naturally came forth. It was mostly a metaphor for like kind of the romanticization of fall, and the leaves are changing, it's all beautiful, but in the end it is like kind of a period of change. Fall is sort of pre things dying, things ending and changing. It's just like how we put people often on a pedestal when in reality that's not actually how people are. I wanted to have that kind of juxtaposition of maybe this is a song about seasons and change, but when I introduce like that specificity of beer on your clothes, then it's sort of introducing the idea that this is actually perhaps about a person, and it really creates that very like strong two things coming together, like strong imagery with also very generic imagery. I think that's a lot of my writing style. I want you to know like section, that refrain, everything is kind of built off of that because like the song is fundamentally just about wanting someone, and it came from like deep place of like longing. Everything was kind of structured around that, but I wanted there to be in the end kind of just this simplicity of like feeling that internal conflict of like wanting someone so bad and then wanting them to know that you want them, like just that push and pull. Everything else kind of came together around that. I feel like whenever I try to write a song, I'm never really sure if I want it to rhyme or not. Like I think there's always a bit of an intention there because it feels like there's a structure to music, quote unquote, like that says when you're writing a song like that there should be a rhyme. I think just the ideas and the attraction to certain phrases and words that I have is just stronger than the ability to make it rhyme with something else. And I like kind of slant rhymes or off rhymes, but have never been good at creating something that is like this line rhymes with that one and that one with that one. It's just not a strong suit of mine, and it's not something that I use to like structure a lot of my songs. The way that I play it for this session is kind of how it was written, just like very slow, like 6/8 swingy type thing. I wanted to kind of eliminate the swing of it and make it something that felt like a little more angry, because in all of like the longing that is behind the lyrics, there's also like a sentiment of bitterness, and I wanted that to come across because I didn't feel like I could really accomplish that like just me on my ukulele. So we've got electric guitar in that, some drums, adding a synth line as well, some like distortion there. The recorded version is going to be a lot different, but October will be on an EP coming out this spring, early summer type thing as soon as we can get that done. If there was one thing that I could do for the rest of my life, it wholeheartedly be just making music, whether that be like writing it or performing it. It's been a tricky semester in terms of like funneling a lot of the emotions that I've been feeling into some like productive songwriting. Plan is just to keep going and keep writing things that feel natural and feel authentic. I'll see where the roads take me. Thank you, October, for the truth in your eyes and the beer on your clothes. Your words I remember through the cracks in the road as the time starts to slow. It's hard to describe it, but I'm so aware of my heart in my chest. In all of your weakness, the trees start to fall and I will go too. And when you go gray and I slip away from all of your afterthoughts, could you see me, a speck in the sea, lost in your undertow. I want you to know, I want you to know, I want you. I want you to know, I want you to know, I want you. Thank you, October, for erasing my youth like a stain on the sink. I know you're not sober, 'cause you're warmer than usual and I feel so cold. For I am mistaken to think that you'd wait for the first morning light. And my greatest downfall is thinking that some of this matters at all. And when you go gray and I slip away from all of your afterthoughts, could you see me? It's back in the sea, lost in your undertow. I want you to know, I want you to know, I want you. I want you to know, I want you to know, I want you. And you were made out of change. You have been born and raised to live and die again. But I have painted you autumn gold, and I am just way too young to know how to watch you fall away. And when you go gray and I slip away from all of your afterthoughts, could you see me? It's back in the sea, lost in your undertow. I want you to know, I want you to know, I want you. I want you to know, I want you to know, I want you.
Great, awesome.